being Alicia Keys. I'm being a black Alicia Keys. I'm going like this. With it. You seen the title of the video. Your girl is back again with another story time. If you know my channel, hey girl, hey. And if you're a returning subscriber, I don't even have to say anything because you know what's up. I know what's up. We know what's up. And that's on what? That's on what? That's on period and Mary Had a Little Lamb. As y'all can see by the title of the video, today's story time is going to be about the time it got a little crazy when I went out by myself. So before we get to this video, go ahead and like, subscribe, comment, follow my second channel because a lot of y'all have been asking for Beyonce content, all of the updates with that. I'm going to be posting that over there on my second channel. Let's go ahead and get into it. So y'all already know in order for any of my story times to make sense, I have to give y'all a little backstory. So this happened sometime last year. Last year, I was going on a lot of like solo dates. And I usually do this like maybe a few times a year. I get into that mode where I feel like I'm too consumed with people and I'm not really dating myself. I feel like as a woman, it's important to like take yourself out on dates and do things by yourself, y'all. Prior to me moving to Houston, I had never in my life went anywhere by myself. And I feel like that's crazy. Like I had never lived alone. I never went to the store with myself. Like I would always be with a friend or a man or like a family member. I just never did anything with myself. So when I got into this relationship that I'm in, I was just like, I'm still gonna be my individual person. I'm still gonna date myself. So I started going on a bunch of solo dates. I had this pact with myself that every week I was gonna take myself out on a solo date. And typically my solo dates would consist of coffee shops and cafes, the library. Y'all, it would be very low key. Sometimes I would go to like a rooftop, but it would be very chill, like just a little vibe. I wouldn't go nowhere crazy. But one day your girl got just a little too much confidence and I decided to go to a lounge, y'all. I went to Chapman and Kirby on a Sunday. Chapman and Kirby or any lounge in Houston on a Sunday is crazy. I don't know who I thought I was, y'all, but I grew a little bit of confidence and I was just like, this week's solo date, I'm going out. Like, I'm going out, y'all. Typically, Chapman and Kirby gives grown and sexy. Like, I'm sure you can be, I don't think you could be under 21 and go there. It gives like 25 and up. It gives everyone has a 401k. It gives sophisticated and grown and sexy. It never gives ratchet vibes. But this particular Sunday, y'all, there was a DJ that was like hosting an event there. I was not expecting this at all, y'all. Because like I said, Chapman and Kirby is usually thick on Sundays. But it was a different type of thick. And it was a completely different vibe. Like I have never seen grown women and grown men standing on tables at Chapman. That has never happened. That has never been the vibe. But that was the vibe this Sunday. So I had my man drop me off, y'all. And literally before we even pulled up to Chapman, we were kind of looking at each other like, what the hell is going on? Because Chapman is usually thick. But y'all, there's usually parking. It was nothing crazy. But this particular Sunday, it was literally like you could barely pull up to Chapman and Kirby. Like it literally took my man 15 minutes to drop me off at the door. That's how thick it was. So at this point, I'm getting kind of nervous. Literally, my heart is in my ass, y'all, because I'm like, damn, out of all weekends that I want to go out, why Chapman got to be bumping this weekend? So I end up getting out the car or whatever. And like I said, I'm nervous as hell because I don't see like any women. Like all I see is a whole bunch of men. Chapman, they have, I don't know exactly what the attire is, but they have a dress code there. You can't be dressing all crazy and scandalous there. I think the men have to wear like hard bottom shoes, no tennis shoes, button up shirts, collars. Like that's always the vibe that it was giving. But this Sunday, y'all, it was giving, I don't know, somebody baby mama had just broke up with their baby daddy and they was just all outside. Like that's what it was giving. Because before I could even like cross the street to even get to Chapman, people was catcalling me. And that had never happened to me at Chapman before. Like my man probably was looking like, do I need to go park the car and come in? Because that's the vibes that it was giving. So I pull up there and the first thing I do, y'all, I stand in line. There's this woman. She walks up behind me and immediately, y'all, I just start lying. Like when I first meet people, I be lying to people for fun, y'all. I was nervous and I was trying to mingle. So I was just like, oh my gosh, girl, like I love your fedora hat. Like y'all, she had on a hat, sunglasses, stacked chains. Like she had a cute little outfit on, but it wasn't my particular cup of tea. But her outfit was cute. So I was just like, I like your fit. Like I like your outfit or whatever. And she was just like, oh, thank you. Are those your eyes? Are those your eyes? those, like, your eyes are so pretty. And y'all, I lied again. I told her yes. I was like, yeah. And y'all, even Stevie Wonder could have seen that these was not my eyes. This is how I looked this particular day. I had on, like, I think a black shirt. I don't even know, my outfit wasn't even given this day. I literally just put something together. I had on like a plaid shirt with a black lacy shirt with a curly wig, and then I had on like these very lime green contacts. And like I said, y'all, it was giving very pixelated, but she complimented my eyes. And like 2 seconds later, I was just like, girl, these not my eyes. And she was just like, for real? For real? Don't tell nobody else that, because them your eyes. Those are your eyes. And then immediately after that, she was like, are you here alone? And I was like, yeah. She was like, not anymore. Not anymore. Like, you here with me. You here with me. So I'm like, oh, okay. I text my man and I'm like, babe, I'm gonna be okay. Like, I'm going to be okay, because I seen how the way he looked at me when I was like getting out the car, when he seen the guy catcalling me. I was just like, babe, I'm gonna be okay. I already done made a friend. And he texted me back and he was just like, Asia, ain't even been to corner yet. Like, he didn't even have time to be in the corner yet, y'all. But I had already found me a little friend. We're gonna go ahead and call her, let's call her crazy, y'all, because this girl, this lady was crazy. We're gonna call her crazy. And I do want to say y'all, I do want to say, I couldn't tell her sexual orientation just because how she was dressed. Like, I actually have footage from this day, but I don't want one of y'all to be like, oh my gosh, that's my auntie Asia, that's my auntie. So I don't even know if I can put the footage in here. If anything, if I'm feeling bold while I'm editing, y'all might see the outfit and I'll just cover up her face just to conceal her identity a little bit. But this is what she had on. And Crazy was also bald head, y'all, so I couldn't really tell her sexuality, and y'all gonna understand later in the story time why I'm even bringing this up. So we finally get, oh, and another little disclaimer, because somebody commented on my last video and they was just like, now that you're a fiance, you need to start dressing like a lady. No, why do I need to start dressing like a lady when he got on one knee when I was just like a whore? Like, why? No, like, that's one thing I do want to say, y'all. Just because I'm a fiance now, that doesn't mean I'm about to talk different, act different, use different adjectives. Like, I'm gonna be very descriptive in my story times, because I don't like that. That's like one of the first comments that I seen on my last video, and I'm just like, that's a little bizarre. Like, I don't know. I'm not changing myself for no man. I didn't have to change him in order for him to get on one knee. So I'm not changing him, or I'm not changing the way I tell my stories just because I'm a fiance now. Next. In there, and I was nervous and my chest was in my ass, so I ran to the girls' room. And when I got in there, you know, I just put perfume on, freshened up a little bit, and I'm in there just taking pictures. If I have pictures in my camera, I'm gonna post it. This is what I was in the bathroom doing, y'all. So I come back out the bathroom, and Crazy, she's already at the bar, y'all. And she's handing me a shot. I don't even know what the shot is, y'all, but she's like handing me a shot. She has like 4 shots lined up on the counter, and then she's handing me one. And she's like, take it. I'm like, what is this? She's like, it's tequila. It's tequila. And I take the shot or whatever, and immediately, y'all, I'm reaching and I'm thinking like she's gonna pass me some water. Y'all, no water, no chaser, no juice, no anything. So I'm like, girl, where the juice at? She's just like, oh, I don't chase men, nor do I chase liquor. I don't chase nothing. Well, I'm like, oh, excuse me. And I waved down the bartender, and I'm like, can I have some apple juice? Because my throat is not that mature yet. Like, I don't know about you and your throat and your esophagus, but my throat, it's not there yet. I'm not a drinker like that, y'all. So a tequila or any type of liquor with no juice or no nothing is crazy to me. So I'm waving down the bartender or whatever. He eventually gives me a drink. And then immediately after that, y'all, she's handing me another shot. Homegirl is a vibe. I will say that about her. Crazy. Her aura was like, she gave me like very hippie, like upbeat type of vibes, y'all. She hands me another drink. I take that shot, and then again, I'm like, can you just give us a picture of what you want? Apple juice, cranberry juice? Like, what type of juice you want? I'm asking her what she wants. She's like, Asia. Well, you said your name Asia, right? I'm like, yeah. She's like, I don't chase men. I don't chase liquor. I don't chase nothing. Like, I don't chase anything. And she's saying this in like an unsettling way, y'all. Like, she's looking at me with these eyes. She's like, I don't chase anything. And I'm like, oh. okay, well, just get me a picture then. He gets me a picture, and then after that, y'all, the bartender starts flirting with Crazy, and when he's flirting with her, she's flirting back with him, but I couldn't tell if she was like feeling him or not. Like, he was complimenting her outfit, and he was telling her how good she looked, and she was just like, thank you, thank you. And she was like, do you remember me? Because I guess she frequented Chapman and Kirby a lot. He was like, yeah, how can I forget you? I couldn't forget a face like that. So they just conversing back and forth. And like 2 seconds later, y'all, she's ordering me a drink. She's like, what do you want? I'm like, I would take a lemon drop, y'all. She orders me a lemon drop, and I'm sipping on my lemon drop. While I'm sipping on my lemon drop, the bartender is just like, drinks. Let's take a shot, and it's on me. So he gives us 2 shots. I got a lemon drop. I had a lemon drop drink. I had a lemon drop shot. He gives us that. We cheers and we drank that. And I want to say probably like 15 minutes went by, y'all. Mind you, this is still all in 1 hour of me getting there. And I know my tolerance, y'all. 2 drinks max, 3 shots max, and I'm out. Like, I have a very low tolerance. So at this point, I'm already starting to, I'm not driving. My man had dropped me off, so I wasn't worried about it too much, but I'm already starting to feel good. Like, the room's starting to spin. I'm starting to feel all bubbly. And me and Crazy, we just dancing. We just vibing or whatever. We're dancing. And the homegirl tries to buy me another drink. And I'm like, no, like, you don't have to buy me another drink. I got it, or whatever. And she's like, no, I got it. And my phone, y'all, I have all my cards and stuff. My phone is also my wallet. So literally, I have my card out. And hold on, let me make sure we good. So I'm like this. I'm like putting, she's like, here. And we like basically fighting over who gonna pay. So I put my card down. She puts her card down. I put my card down. She puts her card down. And we basically just fighting each other. She's like, let me get this one. Next one on you. I'm like, it ain't no next one. So this one is gonna be on me. So I end up getting, like, she obliges, y'all. I put my card down. The bartender takes it. He charged me. Y'all, we're in the middle of Chapman and Kirby, literally just dancing. She has her arms around me, and we're like vibing, and they're playing a whole bunch of like slow jams or whatever, and we just vibing. And all of a sudden, they start playing a song by what's his name, Donnell Jones. They start playing like an old school song, y'all. The song, I didn't even know the song, but I just knew I was feeling good, y'all. So I'm literally just two-stepping off beat every 2 minutes. I'm two-stepping off beat, and all of a sudden she peeps that I don't know the song, y'all. So she was like, what you know about this? You don't know about this. And then she's singing the song. She's like, yeah, you don't know about this. You don't know about this, y'all. And I'm like, I do. And I'm faking the lyrics, y'all. Every other beat. Y'all, I didn't know the song. I'm faking like I know the song. So the song will be like, I'm like, can I love you? Y'all, faking along, just vibing with the song. She's like, you don't know nothing about this. Who this song? I'm like, I don't know who sang it, but I know the song. Like, I know this song or whatever. So we're going back and forth. Mind you, the whole time while we're vibing at the club, guys, ninjas are coming up to her. I want to say, literally, soon as one leave, y'all, another man is coming up to her, complimenting her fit, trying to talk to her, whatever. This is going on for about maybe like the first, because I was at Chapman. I don't know if y'all know how it is when you go out in Houston. When you go to one spot, you either there, sun go down, or you club hopping. And I got to Chapman, I want to say I got there like around 5 o'clock, and I didn't leave till damn near 10 o'clock, y'all. So at this point, it's probably been maybe like an hour in, and I'm not gonna say I'm gone. I'm definitely tipsy, but I'm coherent, y'all. And I'm peeping like ninjas. They coming, boom, boom, boom. They coming back to back. They coming, and when they would come, I would just, I would vibe by myself. And then once we'll leave, I'll have like 20 minutes, and me and Crazy just vibing, and then another one will come back. So we just at the bar, somebody come, it's just a cycle, y'all. So that happens, and then when that happens, another song come on, and it's another old school song. They play like a whole bunch of songs from like the 80s and the 90s, y'all. She peeped that I don't know the song, and she's like, you don't know this song. I'm like, you don't know this song. She was like, you don't know nothing about this. And then she was like, how old do you think I am? How old do you think I am? Like, how old am I? And y'all, I ain't want to be funny, because I ain't like, what if I said that she was like, I ain't want to say an age that was too old, and then she'd be like, damn. And then I didn't want to say nothing that was too young, and then she'd be like, damn, that's what you think of me? So y'all, she was giving like I want to say she was giving 35, but I said 32. I just said 32 because I didn't want to go too left, and then she'd be like, nah, I'm actually only 27, and I done said, like, you know what I mean? So immediately I'm like 32. She was like, 32? Nah, 32? You think I'm 32? She takes off the hat. This is when I find out she's bald, y'all. She's completely bald. And don't get me wrong, y'all. The lady, she's gorgeous. Drop dead gorgeous. So I'm just like, yeah, 32, 32. She's like, nah, I'm 40. I'm like, you not 40. You not 40, y'all. Knowing damn well her fingers gave it away. She definitely did not look 40, but her hands definitely gave season, y'all. So she was like, yeah, I'm 40. I'm 40. So I'm like, let me see your ID. Mind you, at this point, she's tipsy. I'm tipsy. So I'm talking out loud, music playing. It's still crazy thick in there at the time. I'm like, let me see your ID. Let me see your ID. She pulls out her ID, y'all. And I be damn. Homegirl was 40. I thought she was like 35 or whatever, but she didn't really, like, her aura, her spirit gave that she was in her 20s. Like, it didn't give 40 at all, but I could just tell by her pinky, like, her hands were seasoned, y'all. So at this point, we end up going outside, and again, before we even went outside, y'all, she tried to order me another drink. I had to tell her, like, no, I'm good. I don't want no more drinks. She ordered her an old fashioned. I don't know, y'all. I don't know if y'all know what an old fashioned is, but an old fashioned is lethal. Like, her top, let's just y'all, her top is hot. She ordered an old fashioned. I go outside or whatever, and I think I have some videos. By this point, it's probably like 8 o'clock because the sun is already down at this point, y'all. And we just outside and we vibing and we're dancing, and I think even people was smoking. Like I said, the vibe was completely different this Sunday, y'all. People was literally smoking. I had never known for, I hope I'm not getting nobody in trouble, but I have never known for Chapman to let people smoke tree at Chapman. Like, y'all, people were smoking tree at Chapman. So I'm like, damn. So we kept moving around because she was just like, I don't smoke. I don't even like the smell of smoke or whatever. So we just kept moving around. And this guy comes up to me and he's trying to talk to me, y'all. But at the beginning, when a guy approaches me, I don't immediately assume, like, oh, you trying to talk to me? Because he could be telling me, pull up your shirt, your wig sliding back. He could be saying anything. And it has happened to me before where I have thought a male was trying to talk to me and they was really just trying to tell me that I had dropped something out my bag. So when it comes to males trying to talk to me, I don't immediately, like, it has to be apparent. I don't immediately shut it down and be like, I got a man. Like, no. So when he came up to me, he was just like, hey, how y'all doing? And that's one thing I like that he did other than the other guys. The other guys that was trying to talk to her, they would just pull up like I was ugly, stand right in front of me and be like, I love your fit. Like, I love this. Like, you look so. But no, the guy, homeboy that was trying to talk to me, he didn't do that. Mind you, y'all, I'm toasted at this point, but I'm still not getting the vibe that this man is trying to talk to me. Immediately after we tell him, like, oh, we good or whatever, we vibing, and she's like literally just dancing, like doing the Dougie rap here in the man's face, y'all. And then he looks at me, he was like, oh my gosh, your eyes, like, your eyes. Again, Ray Charles, Stevie Wonder, anybody that's legally blind could have told you that these were not my eyes, y'all. But the man, he could have been on one. He gassing me. So I'm like, thank you. Crazy comes and she hugs me around my neck and he was like, yeah, I thought those were her eyes too. You just said we wasn't gonna tell nobody. What? So when she does that, immediately I bust out laughing. Homeboy bust out laughing. He was like, well, damn, like, those look good. Those look like yours. Those are your eyes. Like, those are really nice contacts. Those are nice. Like, regardless, you're beautiful. And when he's doing all of that or whatever, I'm just laughing it off. I'm like, thank you. Like, I'm accepting the compliment, y'all. But I'm like, kiki laughing because it's like, girl, not that I'm trying to talk to this man because I have a man, but all of these men had been coming up to you throughout the party and I didn't cock block not one time. So I'm thinking, like, all right, is she cock blocking or is she trying to save me? So when she puts her arm around me, y'all, she starts, like, we're hugging like this. We're like, she has her arm around me. After she says that, like, oh, I thought these were her eyes, she's still like holding me. and she starts like two-stepping with me, and she kind of pulls me away from the area that homeboy was at. So I'm like, okay, maybe y'all, in hindsight, I know that she was cock blocking, but at the time I'm like, oh, she's doing me one, like she's saving me. So I'm over there or whatever, and we're just dancing. And then like 2 minutes later, y'all, I don't even know how it happened, but why homeboy end up behind me? Like literally, we moved like a good 2-3 yards from that area. Mind you, Chapman was congested at this point. I'm gonna post a video of how it looked, but it was literally hella people around. So I'm like, how the hell you find me again? Like, how you find us again? So homeboy's behind me, and when I peep that he's behind me, I just look and I kind of turn back around, and then the next thing I know, y'all, he walks up on me like he's all in my personal space, and he's like, "Where you been all my life?" And then that's when I'm hit him with the out of bed, and then crazy is like, she been inside, but that stops today, and I'm like, I have a man, but when I say this, y'all, mind you, we're outside, but we're in a club setting, so the music is blasting, and crazy is I want to say she was drunk, but like I said, I didn't know her, so she wasn't sloppy drunk. Like, she was still like a good vibe, but she was just like overly like bearing a little bit, like she was just like touching me or whatever. So I say that to him, and then she's like, yeah, she been inside, but we gonna keep her outside. So when she's doing that, we start like dancing or whatever, like holding hands, and we're like dancing or whatever. And again, that's when I peep, oh, okay, she's cock blocking, which is weird. Like, I've had people cock block before, but like I said, I'm in a whole relationship, so it's not like I'm about to be like, dang girl, why you doing all that? It is what it is, y'all. So I'm like, okay, she moves us away again, the opposite direction. And I think that's when homeboy got the picture, because he just kept staring at me like I was a damn sandwich for the remaining of the night. Like, every time I would look up in that direction, he would be staring in my direction, but he wouldn't come over there no more, y'all. So we still outside and we're vibing. At this point, I don't even know how we got on the topic of talking about apartments. I think this definitely was around the time where we were getting ready to move. I was getting ready to move around this time, y'all. And if you know me, you know how people people be shoe crazy, purse crazy, car crazy. I love houses. I love decor. Like, I watch, y'all. Like, I watch decor channels. I love furniture shopping. Like, I like that type of stuff. So we got on the topic of apartments. I don't know how we got on this topic, but somehow I end up asking her like, I think she ended up asking me what side of town I was on. And at the time I stayed in Northwest Houston. I'm like, oh, I'm on the north side. She's like, what? I'm on the north side too, but like the west, but the north side. So she was trying to tell me exactly where she lived at. I'm like, oh, okay. I actually was like looking at places in that area. Like, do you like that area? She's like, yeah, I love it over there. And I'm like, if you don't mind me asking, like, where you stay at? And y'all, at this point, it wasn't even weird for me to be asking her questions like this, because I probably done gave this lady my damn social security number by this point. Like, once you get me comfortable and liquoring me, I'm a real yapper. So I'm just, y'all, certified yapping. I'm just yapping away or whatever. She's like, oh, my rent is 35. And when she said that, because I was already trying to like I think I put the name of her apartment in my notes, y'all. Because if I'm in the process of moving, I create notes on different spots that I want to check out. So when she said 3,500, oh baby, just go ahead and backspace that right now. So I'm like, oh, okay, that's not bad. But inside, I'm like, what the fuck? Oh, you definitely got to be in a high rise. So I'm like, you in a high rise? She's like, no, I'm not in a high rise, but I love my place. I love my space. I'm like, damn. Because I thought where I was paying at the time, I was paying like 24. So I thought 24 was bad. And then she hits me with the 3,500 for 2 bedrooms. I was like, that's crazy. Eventually, we go back inside because she wanted to get another drink. When we get back inside, she's like, I told you, like, it's drinks on me. I owe you a drink. I'm like, I'm good. Like, you don't owe me no drink. I'm good or whatever. Then that bartender that been flirting with her, not being able to take a hint, because I don't think she was really interested in him. He was like, drinks on me. What y'all want? What y'all want or whatever. So I'm just like, I don't want anything. I don't want anything. She's just like, she gonna have a lemon drop and I'm gonna have a gin on rocks. Gin on rocks. I'm like, okay, fine. So he brings the drinks, y'all. I'm sipping the drinks. And at this point, we had already been outside. I want to say I was already there for about 4 hours. So the drinks, I had sobered up just a little bit. The drinks started to wear off or whatever. But we still in there, we vibing. I'm sipping on my lemon drop. Again, another guy comes up and he's like talking to her or whatever. And when she's talking to her, she's like, I can't really gauge whether or not if she's liking any of the guys that's like talking to her. Like at one point when we were talking, she told me that she had she was single, like she wasn't married, she didn't have any kids. I think she told me she had a cat, if I'm not mistaken. I think she told me she had a cat, y'all. So she just gave like rich auntie vibes. Like that's the vibes that she was giving, but she was chill, y'all. So the guys are talking to her, and I'm still trying to gauge if she's interested in them, but I couldn't really gauge it, y'all. So I end up texting my man, telling him like, yeah, I'm through, like I'm ready to go, you can come pick me up. I didn't tell her this because I didn't feel like I needed to tell her this or whatever. So she was like, let's go back out to the yard or whatever. So we go back outside, and at this point, y'all, again, we're vibing, and there's like other girls around, and somebody had complimented her outfit. I'm gonna have to show y'all this outfit because how many compliments she got, y'all deserve to see this outfit. I hope I have actual footage of the outfit, y'all. But anyway, the girls are complimenting her outfit, and we're all just like chatting it up or whatever. And she was like, somebody asked her how long we knew each other, and she was like, I know her for a minute. And I'm like, oh, now you still in my thing? You lying to strangers? Like, you lying to strangers now? And she was like, nah, y'all, I'm fucking with y'all. I just met her. And then we just bust out laughing because, y'all, I'm not gonna lie. It's funny to lie to strangers. Like, when I first, little interlude. When I first met my man, y'all, I lied to this man and I told him I had a daughter. I told him I was a single mom and I had a daughter. And then 2 days later, I was like, I was just playing. That was my niece. He's like, so you don't got a daughter? Because I was pondering on that. I'm like, no, I don't got no daughter. Like, I don't know. It's just something about lying to strangers and then coming back telling them that she was lying just for the laughs, y'all. But anyway, she's lying to people, telling people that she knew me or whatever. My man ends up texting me and he's just like, hey, I'm about to pull up. Come on out. So I start rushing towards the front or whatever, and I'm like, hey, I'm getting ready to go. She's like, dang, you called your ride that quick? I'm like, yeah, my man about to be outside or whatever. So we go to the bar and not go to the bar, y'all. In order for you to leave Chapman, like if you're out in the yard, you have to pass the bar. Like the bar is like in the center of the spot. So I had to pass the bar to get to the outside, y'all. So as we're leaving, we see that same bartender. Like, I don't know what he wanted, y'all, but he's like this. He got 2 shots in his hand. He was like, hey, one for the road. And I'm like, I'm good. She's like, you gonna make him waste a shot? You gonna make him waste a shot? It's on me. I'm like, I don't have it in me. Like, no. Y'all, she grabs a shot from the man. Next thing you know, I threw my head back. I took the shot. And then I gave her a hug. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna catch you. She was like, you got my number? We exchanged numbers? I'm like, oh no, we didn't exchange numbers. So I give her my number, y'all. Get in the car, and I'm telling my man all about the night or whatever. And he was like, dang, it's still, I'm like, yeah, it's still thick. And I told him about the DJ. Like, I had never heard of this DJ, but they had some really cool DJ on that night, and he had brought the whole city out. So I'm telling him all about my night. I'm telling him about my friend. I'm showing him like the videos and stuff. And he was like, oh, baby, I'm happy you had a good time. Fast forward, y'all, mind you, this happened on Sunday. That next day, because I think I did text her that night when I got in the car. I text her my name or whatever so she can lock my number in. That next day, she texted me and she was like, you trying to come outside tonight? Y'all, I'm still trying to recover from the day before. And then I'm like, this can't be 40. Y'all, I'm like, how is she 40 and she able to bounce back? Like, she back outside. So I politely text her and I'm like, nah, like Monday's my reset day. Like, I'm in for the day or whatever. So she was like, all right, I'll catch you or whatever. And that was that, y'all. I think I probably liked her message, and that was literally that. Like, we did not speak. But we did, I don't know how we found, y'all, I'm not gonna lie, I was tipsy. I don't know if I follow her on Instagram or if she followed me on Instagram, but we had each other on Instagram at the time. And I don't know where did me and my man go? I don't know. We did a little staycation about 2 hours from Houston, and she was watching my story or whatever. And this was at the oh, excuse me. this is at the time where I did not post like my man on my social media account or whatever. I would post everything but that man. That steering wheel, I'm gonna post everything but that man. So that was around the time. That's what it was giving on my Instagram story. I was posting everything but that man, y'all. And she swiped up on my story and she put like the eyes, like, who you with? And I'm like, oh girl, I'm with my man. And she was like, oh, I ain't know you had a man. And I'm like thinking to myself, like, damn, I thought, like, when I get tipsy, that's the first thing I do. I'm really that girl. My man. Yeah, I'm that annoying little rat that be like, man. Yeah, that's me. So I'm like, I don't know if I told you, but I think I told you. Like, I probably didn't say, hey, I had a man, but I mean, like, my verbiage, like, oh, my man's picking me up. Oh, my man dropped me off. Like, I'm sure I said my man. So she was like shocked or whatever. She was like, oh, you have a man? I said, oh yeah, I thought I told you that. She's like, oh no, I didn't know. But hit me when you get back or whatever, because she can tell that I wasn't in Houston. So fast forward, y'all, that following week, she hits me up again and she was just like, all right, do you want to go back to Chapman this Sunday? And y'all, I really didn't want to. Like, that was one of my solo dates that I was just trying to step outside my comfort zone. Like I said, my typical solo dates are the park, the movies, a little painting with a twist, candle making, like something very light and self-reflecting, not nothing that's gonna have me reflecting what the hell I did the day before. Like, no, I wasn't trying to be on the type of vibe. So I was like, nah, like, I'm in for the day or whatever. So then I want to say it was like a few days, no, we was texting after she asked me if I wanted to go to Chapman that following Sunday or whatever. When I got back, we were still like chatting about just random stuff or whatever, and that's when she ended up asking me if I wanted to go to this rooftop bar, which this is a rooftop bar that I used to frequent when I first moved to Houston. It's called, I think it's like Z Rooftop or something like that. It's like at the top of a hotel, y'all. It's really nice and it's chill vibes. So I was like, yeah, we can do that. So fast forward to that day, we was meeting at Z, and y'all, I had every intent on going. Like, I was doing my makeup. I was pretty much done getting ready. But you ever had that feeling where you're done getting ready, but all of a sudden you just do not want to go? Like, you do not feel like going. Like, you would rather just stay home and watch TV. That's the vibes that I was getting. I'm like, damn, like, I already done told her no so many times. Like, this girl is gonna hate me. Like, she's not gonna want to link me if I cancel on her. And the thing was, y'all, it was like maybe an hour or two before we were set to meet up. So I was like, I don't really want to do it. I'ma just push through. But y'all, God is real. God must have knew that I did not want to go, because she texted me and was like, hey, how about I got a tire? I got a not a tire, a nail in my tire. So I'm not gonna be able to make it, but you can still come to my crib and we can just chill here or whatever. So she said that, and I'm like, no, it's okay, girl. Like, I'm like, y'all, she thinking like I'm gonna be mad, and I'm saying, y'all, I'm in the middle of taking off my face, y'all. As soon as I read the nail and tire, I was already baby, makeup was coming off. I'm like, oh no, girl. It's just like, no, I feel bad because it's like so last minute, and I was just about to leave the house, y'all, but I was just like, it's cool. She's like, nah, you can come over here. I just got a new bottle. Like, come over here. We can just have drinks or whatever. I have a rooftop pool. So I'm like, okay, that's what I do. I'm just gonna go to her spot or whatever. So I end up taking my makeup off, changing clothes or whatever, because I had on like heels and stuff, y'all. I had on a whole fit. So I put on a little sundress and I went to her spot. And I'm not gonna tell y'all where she lived at, but she had a really apartment with T, baby. It was worth every 3 G's and $500. Yeah, y'all, it was worth it. Her apartment was T. It was given hotel. They had a concierge at the front. She had to basically like ping you up to get on the elevator. They had it wasn't a TV, but it was like a TV in the elevator. It was very luxe, y'all. When I got up to the apartment, she didn't stay in a penthouse, but it gave penthouse because it was only like 5 apartments on her floor. Like, I'm literally counting the doors to her apartment. I'm like, damn, where everybody at? Like, I would hate to be something going on crazy in this apartment, because you're not gonna get out, y'all. When I'm in places that look too secluded, I start thinking crazy. So she ends up letting me up or whatever, y'all. When I get in there, again, I'm a decor person. I'm big on just like the architect of the building. Everything was so beautiful, y'all. So I'm asking her like, oh, where you got your dining chairs from? Because mind you, I was in the process of moving and I was in the process of furniture shopping. So I'm asking her about her decor. So she's telling me where she got everything at. And y'all, also homegirl had a piano. not a keyboard, because my man played the piano. Like, we have a keyboard. But no, y'all, she has a whole piano in her apartment. So I was like, oh, you rich. Oh, you got money. You got money. So I'm joking with her about that. And I'm like playing with her keyboard or whatever, like just fake being Alicia Keys. I'm being a black Alicia Keys. I'm going like this with the keyboard, y'all. And then she's like, oh, you want me to play something? I'm like, oh, you know how to play? She's like, yeah, let me play something for you. So I don't know what she was playing, y'all, but she started playing something that sounded real good. And I'm just like in awe, y'all. So I gave her this compliment. And in hindsight, because I told my man about this story, y'all, he was just like, man, I'm not gonna lie, that compliment is kind of wild. And I basically told her that I find it so much like, I don't remember how I said it, y'all, but basically I said something along the lines of being able to play an instrument or having like real skill, it make you so much more attractive. Like, a dude could be a 2, but he know how to sing, you immediately a 6 now. And 7 if it's dark. You know what I mean? Like, it's just something that's attractive about a person that know how to play an instrument, that know how to sing. Like, if you have a gift from God, it just makes you so much attractive. So I said something along the lines like, oh my gosh, it's so attractive when people can play instruments. Like, y'all, it gets me weak in the knees immediately. And not on no sexual stuff, just like on like, damn, you're talented type of thing. So I gave her that compliment or whatever. And she's like, thank you, like, don't hype my head up too much or whatever. And then she was asking me if I knew how to play. I forgot the name of the game, y'all, but she was asking if I knew how to play this card game. Basically, you pull a card and whoever got the higher card. Like, if you have ace and I have king, I have to, how does the game go? Basically, whoever had the larger card, you take that person's card, and whoever had the most cards at the end of the game, you pretty much won the game or whatever. So that's the game that we was playing, y'all. And she had a whole bunch of like nasty ass, I think she had Desarno. She had a whole bunch of nasty gin, like nasty liquors that I do not do. She didn't have no tequila or whatever. So she had made me a little cocktail or whatever, and we're just drinking and we're playing this game, and I'm losing this game badly, y'all. And I could tell homegirl was getting tipsy. And that's another thing, y'all. I was trying to figure out if she lied about the nail in her tire, because when she first got there, she already has a very upbeat personality, but she was definitely like through. Like, she was already done by the time I got there. Like, she was just, I don't want to say, I'm going to just say, because I don't want to say it, but I don't even think I can say that word on YouTube. I'm going to just say, y'all, she was very, like, real flirtatious, and she was drunk, and she was been drunk. Like, I didn't really peep it until we started playing the game, because we were literally, like, moving in slow motion. Like, the cards was flipping like this. Like, that's how we was flipping the cards, and I'm like, am I going, or is she going? No, she gone, because it's, yeah, so I'm peeping. I'm like, oh, she gone, y'all. And we literally playing the game. And eventually I got tired of playing the game. And then she started playing her, what is it called, y'all? Yeah, that thing. She started playing that. And we're listening to music. And all of a sudden, y'all, she looks at me. And she was like, I want to eat your... Yeah. She's like, let me eat your pussy. I said... And I started laughing, y'all, because when I'm tipsy, all I do is giggle. All I do is giggle and laugh. So I'm giggling, I'm laughing like, she messing with me. She not serious. But y'all, that girl looked at me with them eyes. Like, she was like, y'all, once I peeped that she was not joking, I was like, let me gather my things, my lip gloss and my purse, and let me get out of here. So immediately I started getting up and walking towards the kitchen to go towards the front door, y'all. And she was like, you don't gotta leave. You do not have to leave. And I'm like, I do gotta leave because I just feel uncomfortable. And she's like, I feel out of my body. Oh, it's time for me to go. Thanks for the invite. Thanks for the liquor. But adios. It's time for me to go or whatever, y'all. So I end up leaving, and then had to come back and knock on her door and be like, which way was the elevator? I left, y'all. And I literally knocked on the door like 4 minutes later, and I'm like, how do I get to the elevator, y'all? She tells me how to get to the elevator, and then on top of that, y'all, she had to let me down because you can't stop on floors at this apartment complex. So she ends up letting me down, y'all. I leave, and then like after that, I peeped that she unfollowed me on Instagram. And it's just weird because, you know, you could have hit that. You know, Instagram had that feature where you can hit unfollow and then have them unfollow me too. She didn't do that, y'all. So I'm like, okay, I unfollowed her back or whatever. But I wasn't gonna like block her, but she never texted me. I never text her. We never said anything. And yeah, that's the story time on. I don't even know what I want to call this story time. And the whole thing was such a tee-hee to me. And me and my man, we have this insider. He'd be like, Asia, don't be out there flirting with nobody. Don't be flirting with nobody, because I don't even be flirting with people. But it was the craziest thing, y'all, because I was oblivious to the fact that homegirl was coming on to me. But when I thought back, I'm like, oh, damn. She was definitely caught blocking when we was at Kirby. Like, it was just crazy. And then the whole time, I can't even see her in this way. Because mind you, y'all, this lady is, like, she's old enough. Y'all, my mother is 47. My mother is 47. Like, this lady is old enough to be my mother. So I just couldn't even think of her in that way. So the whole thing was just a kiki. But yeah, that's the end of the story time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see y'all in my next one.